What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Real South African Americans Live. Uh, got brother Assad in the building, Red Great 8. Um, your host right now, Khalees and
Zoe. Hi,
Zoe.
happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday, everyone. I hope all is well. I hope you're blessed.
Cat.
You say cat. That's a mess.
But yeah, so I don't know if y'all been watching, but me and Zoe's been watching the Young, Famous, and African show, and it's been crazy, man. They all over Twitter talking about it. We was in Twitter Spaces the other day with Dot Nikki talking about it. Um, I don't. What do y'all think, or have y'all seen it?
Yeah, I've been watching it.
I haven't
I
seen
watched
it.
the first season. Yeah, I saw the first season and maybe 3 or 4 episodes of the second season. I mean, um, yeah, I like the things I like is things I don't like. I like the fact that they're showing the opulence and the wealth of South Africa because they're in Joburg and they're showing some rich black folk, and all the nice things that they're doing. I mean, I think in one episode they went to watch a polo match. It's really aesthetically nice. You know, the ratchet arguing between each other. That's the nature of reality shows. So it's not the most intellectually stimulating stuff that I have seen, but so it has its good and its bad, but I think the good will outweigh the bad in terms of there's a groups of folk watching around the world who are like, man, that's South Africa. Man,
Right.
they getting off of private jets and pushing Bentleys and Benzes, and they're like, yeah,
Oh,
okay, I might have to look into to going there. So it's a good advertising tool.
Damn, they doing it like that.
yeah, no,
Yeah,
man.
yeah. They showing
Wow.
you the baller life of South Africa, the real baller life, like it ain't got nothing to do with
Yeah.
American dollars. Like they balling on another level.
Ran.
Yeah, so that's
On
that's
ran.
um that's something that really attracted it to me as well. Like the first season we watched, and I'm a big fan of Khanyi and Mbau. I think she's funny. I think she's like some people might get at me for saying this, but she's like their Beyonce, I so to speak. Like she's probably one of the most prominent in when it comes to influencers figures that I've
Mm,
seen from there, and at least the first one I found out about. So when I
okay.
saw, they call her the original slave queen. When I first saw the show, that's what drew me in, and then once I saw they were showing like what uh, the real South Africa is like, no pun intended. Just like showing the beautiful architecture, black royalty as far as people who have built their careers there and are celebrities and she's been in a lot of movies, modeling. Um, then you got Diamond Platnumz, which is he's not originally from there, but he is a resident of South Africa, great musician. Um, who else you got on there? This dope from the first.
No, Swanky.
Swanky. Zoe loves Swanky.
Swank is out of control. Like
Yes.
I know that Negro don't walk like that down the street every day. Ain't no way in the world he walking with capes and crowns. Swag out of control, bud.
Yeah. Swank is out of control. So, and I believe he's from Nigeria. So
Yeah.
that's what I love to see too. That they've taken all, um, you know, people from all over Africa, even though it's based in South Africa. I
And
love
what's
that.
this show called?
The diaspora. What is it, Ronnie?
Oh, what happened to Ronnie? What's wrong?
What's the show called?
Young.
What's the show called?
Young, famous, and African.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's on Netflix. It's on Netflix. So, Siabanga is saying, "How's the cold treating you?"
Man, it's I'm in here with the hoodie on. I see Ronnie got the fireplace. Yeah, so this no office doesn't have a heater in it, so yeah, I'm a little chilly.
Can you get a space heater? Do they have space heaters?
Yeah. I'm about to. In fact, I have one by Stacy's house, so maybe I'll catch him before he jump on that plane
Yes.
and go and pick it up.
We're going to get that. Yeah, I feel like I don't know, man. I feel like it's Cali cold. Like when people think it's cold here, I'm like, man, I grew up in Baltimore, so I got that New York snow, 5 feet of snow.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like that's not really cold. Cold. People in Cali think cold is like 60 degrees. And I'm like, listen. So you've been in a 30-degree blizzard.
Negative 5-degree blizzard.
Oh,
was born in.
I was born in. Did I know that about you? You were born in a blizzard? So was I.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
That's
I didn't know that.
hilarious.
Look at that. Look at that.
It was meant to be.
yes, Doc, what's happening?
Nothing much, man. What's up, everybody? Ooh, the countdown is coming on, boy.
Now, what day is it? The 6th?
Yeah, wheels up on the 6th, flying out on the 6th.
Wow, that's
Can y'all hear me?
that's 14 days.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can hear you, Ronnie, but you are breaking up. We can hear you, but the visual is lagging.
Are you on your Wi-Fi or are you on your regular service for your phone?
Yeah, he's not getting all the information through. Is something.
Yeah, just maybe we can hit him on WhatsApp. But yeah, so
What about now?
Hey, Ronnie, it's like a delay or something going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got the ambiance all right with the fireplace going on in the back.
Hold on, let me see.
All we need is some of that little singing he got going on. Boy, I'm telling you. Setting the mood right.
I can't.
Yeah.
I called him delayed Dan over there.
What is wrong with you? So yeah, y'all, Doc
Really?
going to be there on June 6th, or you're flying out on June 6th.
Yes.
Flying out on June 6th, be there on the 7th.
There we go. There we go.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I love it. So y'all look out for that. We got Jessica.
What's up, Jessica?
What up, Jessica? What's going on?
Jess.
Jessica, are you watching Young, Famous, and African? That's one of the questions today. That's anybody that's watching it. I want to know also who y'all think is the originator of the show, because I thought it was Khanyi, but we were debating on Twitter about who's the biggest star. That Nikki been rocking with me over there. And
Man, it go down in spaces, boy.
It go down. It go down in spaces, and they feel very strongly about who is who is their queen of the show. Is it Bonet?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I thought it was Bonet.
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Can y'all see me?
Yeah. Right now. What were you saying? Who you thought it was?
Bonang, because Bonang been on the Breakfast Club and everything. Like not that that makes her super big, but like she was the one I'd heard of before. Um, what's her name? Not Kanye. What's her
Khanyi.
name? Kanye.
Yeah.
So, but you know what I would like to see? I would like to see them swap out one of them for maybe Pearl Tusi or somebody, or add her to the
Uh,
show.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She's good
Like
friends.
Pearl, huh?
That's right.
Pearl is good friends with Swing. I think she might be his client.
Listen, if you go back and pay attention to the first season, there's a party that Swanky throws, and she's there at the party. You could see her, but she doesn't say anything. She's like one of the people at the party, like the background or whatever.
Oh wow.
And then you know the sister, I think her name is Nadia.
Mhm.
Yeah, Nadia Nakai.
Yeah, so she was your boy's girlfriend.
Yeah. Yeah.
And obviously this is filmed before the tragedy. You know what I'm saying? So I would like to see how they address that next season or whatever have you.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that was sad. She was with AKA before he passed. And it's so many connections on that show. And wow, I gotta go back and watch Pearl Tusi. But a lot of their lives are intertwined. I found out about Bonaine this season. I didn't know about her before, to be honest, but you're right. You know, internationally, she's more known because she's been on the Breakfast Club places. But from what I saw, we stopped at episode 5, so
on the second season.
On the second season, so she walked off the show, and then I saw Khanyi put out a TikTok about her being surprised that she was there, and she doesn't know if she's coming back. So I don't know what's happening with that because I didn't finish the season, but definitely between Bonaine and Khanyi, people argue about who's bigger. As far as music, I was familiar with Nadia Nakai. Before AKA, she was dating Vic Mensa, which is our brother from the Shy. I rock with Vic. I met him a couple times in LA. He's a real down brother. He does a lot of work for the community, and so I really admire what he's doing. And that was like the first time I found out about her music. So in my eyes, she's like the hip hop royalty on there, because aside from Diamond, he doesn't really rap. He's more so like a singer, right? Like he's more like Afro beats.
Yeah.
Y'all real South Africans, huh? y'all real. Y'all real with it.
What's interesting about this show too, that's how I found out that Santon is the richest square mile in all of Africa, because she said it. Kanye said it on the first episode of the first season. I was like,
yeah, and that's your favorite place.
Santon is one of my
you and Kanye.
What's up? What's up? Let me get my properness on right now.
What's up, Doc Nick?
Hey, what's up, man? What's up, everybody? What's going? Damn.
What's going down?
You know, when we talk about South Africa, for some reason, I have to munch. I gotta eat and get real comfortable. You know, I kick my shoes off because I feel like, you know, I'm talking about home and everything. So I gotta get comfortable when I talk about South Africa. But yeah,
it look like your house already comfortable.
Look, that's an illusion, baby. The real thing about to happen in about 2 weeks. Let me tell you something. It's about to go down.
Have you finished packing?
Bro, I finished packing like a month ago. I just now we talking about just me. I finished packing. Now everything that's going on in his house looks a little delayed behind the times, but it'll catch up by the end of this week. I'm ready to get up out of here. Carla started packing and getting her stuff together and everything, and so I'm telling you, I'm ready to go. You know what I think is amazing about these shows, and this is one of the things that we talked about in Spaces, is that at the end of the day, South Africa is getting, not just South Africa, I'm gonna say Nigeria too, is getting a lot of exposure through these shows on from Netflix, Amazon Prime. If you've seen the show Riches, that's one of
That's
my
my girl, honey.
that's one of my shows too.
That's
Like Black people, African Americans are getting exposed to these cultures by TV, by watching these shows. So it's like, even though that the knowledge may be limited for a lot of people, it's about planting seeds, right? You
Yeah.
plant that seed, then it creates that intrigue, or it's like, yo, whoa,
Yeah.
that's how they get you. They when you get see commercials and everything, and guys, y'all go by the aesthetics of everything. You're like, oh, look at that. This is what they look like over there. Let me hop on up over there and see what's going on in South Africa, right? You know how y'all do it. You're just so simple. But anyway, so it's about planting them seeds, dropping seeds, and that's why these YouTubers, everything that we're doing is so important. It's all about planting seeds. And then these shows water and create more interest, and before you know it, well, we're gonna have Essence Festival in South Africa. I'm telling you, watch.
Man,
that
you know they used to have it.
Go up. Do you understand? That would go up.
But do y'all know they used to have Essence Fest in South Africa?
No,
Really? What
happened?
In Durban. They had it in 2013, 14, one of them years like that. So Durban is a sister city with New Orleans, and they were trying to do the big festival. They did the big festival here, and I think when I asked about it recently, I think it was just a matter of like pricing. So think about the Essence Fest and who you're bringing, and then try to translate that into rand and how much you're spending. You know what I'm saying? So I think that ended up being a problem. But how can I say it? Maybe don't go for the Beyonces, right? Maybe you'll go for Tamia. Maybe you go for the Tamias, and like Neo ain't been doing nothing like recently. You know what I'm saying? He got a hell of a catalog, but I think that was part of it. But I don't know why they stopped it, but they did have it. Matter of fact, a sister that we interviewed for the channel, when we asked her how did she, when was her first time visiting South Africa, she came for that Durban Essence Fest, and that's when she kind of was introduced to it. But that would be fire to have it back. Here's the thing. Shout out to Durban. I like Durban. Shout out to Cape Town. But something like Essence Fest has to be in Joburg. It has to be in Joburg. You have to have it in the city, and the bright lights and the satin backdrop and all of the ritzy stuff. You have to have it there. And I promise you, a gang of Black Americans come. But on top of that, I'm sorry to keep running my mouth, but Essence in New Orleans is all about the top Black American stars. So we get, man, now you have a whole new crop of Afro beats, Amapiano, Davido, and all them cats that are dropping hits who are now international stars. So we don't have to worry about trying to get like 100,000 people to come from the U.S. because that's, if y'all don't know, Essence brings 500,000 people to the city of New Orleans.
Wow.
And our population is only 370 some thousand people.
Wow.
So, yeah, it brings 500,000 people to that one little city. But they could be getting, the Essence here could be having all of these Afrobeat stars, Amapiano stars, throw in a few Black American stars, and then you got a hell of a show.
Throw us in there too.
There you go.
Right.
I was trying to look up the tickets, but because it's coming up, Essence Fest is coming up next month. They're sold out.
Yeah.
Oh, they sold out.
Oh, well, I'm gonna be home for Essence Fest, so we leave June, the last week of June, and we there to July 13th.
Yeah. So.
Oh wow.
It's June 30th through July 2nd is the Essence Fest.
Okay.
And
I've never been to nothing like that.
I've never been
Super
to Essence.
Dome.
I've never been to Essence Fest.
Y'all want to hear? Did y'all hear about the Freaknik movie that came out?
Oh
See,
Lord.
Oh, I heard about it. I heard about the controversy. So dive in on it, Doc.
I'm in that joint.
I think his name was Michael Harlett from the Root, right? He said, man, Freaknik went to college. Freaknik graduated with a master's. Freaknik has 2 children now. They're in private school. One is on their way to Spelman. Freaknik pledged Delta grad chapter, and she don't like to be called Freaknik no more. Her new name is Essence Fest.
Wow.
And
Y'all, I'm in one of those Freaknik joints, man.
You on that?
Should have known.
You went to the Freak, like the original Freaknik?
Yeah, in Atlanta.
You're a real uncle now because you was out there with them aunties.
Should have known.
Should have.
Wow.
Should have known.
Nah, I ain't in. I was a teenager. When that happened.
That's when it started.
My crew had went up there, and I was supposed to go, but my dad was gonna kick my ass if I left. So I didn't go. But they got in trouble when they went though. They got pulled over by the police. So definitely glad I didn't go.
Good Lord.
I didn't have, like, honestly, I really didn't have any desire to go to Freaknik. Like, it just wasn't. I was cool on that.
Yeah, you got to be a freak to want to go to the Freaknik.
You know what?
I was a freak.
I didn't have the desire to go to Freaknik, but I wanted to go to Capitol Beach Party, and so that was the big thing here in Galveston. You know, so it was kind of like it was Freaknik, but just hosted by Capitals in Galveston. So
and you didn't go?
No, I didn't go. You know, I didn't go. It's such your face, boy.
And I went to Black Beach.
Hey, Doc, we gonna have to talk offline.
Somebody said it was the Freaknik '93. Lord have mercy.
That's when it was going down.
That's when it was
Yeah, I think they stopped I think the last year Freaknik was '96, so I was still in high school. I didn't make it to Freaknik. I made it to the Capitol Beach. I made it to Black Beach in Mississippi. Then they had something like that. The Sigmas had something in Florida that I went to. So yeah, those were wild.
Look at Clannis.
Clannis said it was good.
Hey.
Oh heck no, Clannis.
Listen.
Bring it on.
Lord have mercy.
I don't know, Clannis. I don't know. We've grown up now. We ain't trying to do all that in them streets, man. But yeah, for them youngsters, they're done.
Hey, look, who down this way? I'm pointing down. Who up under me? Is it Doc? Doc Nicky.
I wouldn't dare.
She trying to.
I wouldn't dare do that.
And never, ever.
In the 2023.
I went to Black Beach,
ever.
and I was, first of all,
ever.
I don't want to bring the room down. But some of your male cohorts.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Total BS. And
post Me Too, you can't do no Freaknik post Me Too. No, man. Freaknik was sexual assault with rap music behind it. That's all that was. Yeah, you can't do no Freaknik post Me Too. You can't walk up to no woman now and lick her on her thigh and have your partner take a picture of it and you not go to jail. Nah,
First of all, I will say this. Even then, I would have punched you in the face. What are you talking about? Like, no. Like,
but hold on. I hear what you're saying, sis. I hear what you're saying. But this was one weekend out of a year where you let go of all your morals. You have, and it was okay for you to do so because you had to have that release that one weekend out of the whole year. And so, yeah, you know, on any other weekend out of the year, it would have been like, how dare you? Do you not know? Queen Latifah said, who you calling a bitch? You ain't talking to me like this. But on the weekend of Freaknik, everything that's in you comes out. Everything. If you were lonely, out of all the other weekends in the year, if you was lonely, you had that one weekend where you was able to indulge.
I will say that yes, that the shenanigans definitely would go down. I'm just coming from my experience, what I experienced with my life.
Mm-hmm.
I'm probably gonna punch you in the face, fam. I'm sorry, no. Like, no. Like, cause it like at the end of the day, it's the personal space for me, and if that was one of my sons, I'll be like, no, fam, you're wrong. What are you doing? But that's me.
Yeah.
Everything else, do what you do.
I'm with you, because that's me in 2023. But me in 1993.
That was in 1996. That was me in 97, 98, 99.
1993.
I got you, sis. I got you, though. I got you.
But you know what? The Freaknik is not for it wasn't for old folk. Freaknik was for you know, college students, college age. You know what I'm saying?
I was in college.
The oldest,
college.
Yeah, we all about the same age, yeah.
No, we not. I was not in college. Y'all niggas old.
How you know where I'm sick of you?
First of all,
hold up. I thought y'all was my age.
Bro, you 1 year older than me.
I'm 42.
Oh no, you younger than me. Shut up.
I thought y'all was my age.
We are all around the same age.
Not if y'all was in college and Freaknik. I was a teenager.
Ain't no personal space at Freaknik. Yeah, ain't no personal space. So I think like y'all know they him talk about the city girls and the city boys.
Yeah,
Freaknik is for city girls and city boys
for sure.
who will deal with their moral issues later once they get saved at 35. In the meantime, the city boys and city girls going up. You know what I'm saying?
Steve's just gonna chase you.
But see, that's why. Okay, so that's why. Fast forward today, there's a lot of people who participated, and they're like, that don't align with who I am today. And they're very disturbed about this documentary thing coming out because everybody want to know, is my thigh the one that's exposed in this video? Because at the end of the day, we have to be okay with our evolution. What the things I did when I was younger are not the things I do today. Am I ashamed of what I did when I was younger? Hell no, because it played a role in who I am today. Right? So I can't. When people live in shame, that's that fakeness, and that's that funk. You know what I'm saying? You're being fake with it. If you living in shame, you indulge. That was a part of your evolution. Don't be ashamed of that.
Right.
That don't define who you are.
Right.
Not today.
You know? No. Not today. You know, when I have clients and stuff that are, you know, former sex workers. I wasn't a sex worker. I'm just putting it out there, but there were former sex workers and stuff. The me of yesterday understands that person today.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So we have to allow our life experiences be those things that they serve the blueprint of our lives, and we are able to operate in the spaces that we operate in, not because of what we read in a book, but because of what we went through, the things that we overcame. Yeah, so now we have to be okay. We have to be okay if you were showing a little.
Facts.
If you
Facts,
saw,
PL, big old
you know what
facts.
I'm saying?
Brought it back.
Some of my favorite preachers were reformed whores. You know what I'm saying? You know.
Look. Before Malcolm X was Al Shabazz, he was Red, right?
Shout out to Brother Malcolm. His birthday was 2 days ago.
Absolutely.
We no longer live the revolutionary spirit of Brother Malcolm.
Yes,
and,
sir.
Speaking of Brother Malcolm, they renamed 5 miles of Crenshaw. In Lemert Park, Malcolm X.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
They just dedicated that portion of Crenshaw on yesterday, actually.
Yeah. So that's near where I was telling y'all when they renamed it Obama, but then when you get to the white neighborhood, it's back to Dale.
Yeah, because you had rodeo. So rodeo is Obama, right? But when you go to Beverly Hills, it's rodeo, right?
Oh,
yeah. They renamed it.
So where Obama Boulevard is where Crenshaw is.
Okay.
Freaknik was recorded.
Camcorders and polarized facts.
What's up, Marjorie? Marjorie.
The VHS tapes.
Look, and then don't even wear it's distorted anyway. It can't even show on this high definition TV no more. So your face is already pixelated, so they can't see.
Pixelated, yeah.
Now if they see them paw prints on that thigh though.
So isn't it like it was 4? It's like 4 people who are suing the creators, right? I think it's like.
Hey man, listen. Them people might as well let it go, man.
Let it go.
Yeah, it is what it is. You know, what you did when you was 18? No, I ain't seen it.
No, it's not out yet.
What up, Majorie in the building? What's going on?
Any of y'all? Oh, it's not out.
Yeah, it's not out.
No,
it's pending. I don't even think it's in pre-production right now.
I would definitely be watching for research purposes because I think it's historical. You know, it's one of those things that it's in the archives now. It's a part of our history. So,
man, white folks get to have hedonism and all that stuff. In New Orleans they have what they call it decadence, which is a LGBTQ thing, and when I tell you they be out there booty shorts and all kind of stuff.
No,
black folk ain't got no. We ain't got to be ashamed because we had a little Freaknik. You know what I'm saying? We had a little Freaknik. I mean, I wasn't there, but I'm just saying people had Freaknik when I was 18, 19. Yeah, I wasn't. I was too young. But if I was old enough, I probably would have gone out there and bought a little hard and freak. Like I said, I went to the Kappa, and the Kappa wasn't nothing but Freaknik on the water. You know what I'm saying?
But you know what? I think if the Me Too movement didn't come out, I don't think anybody would really be having any pushback on this documentary. Yeah, because they're afraid. It's not just the women. I think it could be the men that's afraid of some of the things that they did. And how now that somebody can look at that video and say, "Hey, that's the man that did this to me," or
that's true.
So yeah, I can see why many people will be concerned about that.
And I think that's when we talk about evolution as individuals, and we had to also talk about how we have evolved as a culture. And does Freaknik and stuff like that really have a place in the culture that we're living in? What benefit now, 30 years later, do we see in Freaknik? You know, like, and again, can we look at that now and say, okay, yeah, it fits in here? As I mentioned, they still have decadence, they have hedonism and all that type of stuff. So it exists presently, but does it work well for us? Does it bode well for us? And partly, I think that if you look at Black culture as a whole, it can turn into a Freaknik culture in general. Every rapper is a freak or a gangster. I heard a new song, boy said, "Let me slut you out," or "slut me out," or something like that.
What?
Yeah, That's what it was. He said that she was slutting him out. I said, damn, what kind of language are we using in terms of what we're doing, man?
Speaking of slutting now, Ronnie just came back. What's up, baby? How you doing? He can't even.
That is a hot.
Yeah.
I'm going for Ronnie's neck. That's funny.
Yes.
Yeah, Ronnie. Let's hear some of the slut stories.
Shout out to Planters. We said Planters.
But you're right. That language.
I have. Huh?
He said
Who,
he
me?
has none.
Yeah, go ahead.
Now that you got the bachelor pad.
Oh, it was delayed. Did y'all see my house? Y'all like it?
I like.
Yeah, nice house, brother.
I can't hear me.
Very nice.
Yeah, we can hear you.
It's very delayed.
Are you on your Wi-Fi?
Hey, Ronnie.
Really
Ronnie, try coming out,
phone.
going out, and coming back in.
Yeah. How about Ronnie? Can you WhatsApp him and see if he is Wi-Fi or on the data? You heard us, Ronnie? If you hop out, I'll bring you back in just to see if it works out better. Yo, this is hilarious. Read. Ronnie laid out like an album cover.
Yeah.
There's emotion coming through.
That's
What's that song? If you think you're lonely now. Yeah, that's exactly what he got going on. But yeah, so it's like, and I think I saw somebody say something about white people don't have, we don't see videos or documentaries on white people wilding out. Yes, we do all the time. Girls Gone Wild, volume 39 dropped about 6 years ago. Okay, you have there are. Yeah, so it's like, come on now, we ain't even gonna make this about race, because at the end of the day,
crazy thing on that too, Doc, is the fact that Girls Gone Wild, they made money off of those.
Money, major bread.
Coins.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
Them vanilla colored folks getting all that money. So
he said he's back.
I ain't mad at it. If people with melanin getting a little something. Add to the screen. All right, we got Ronnie in here. It looks like Stacy said he'll be here in a few minutes. What else?
Smoking
hold on. Look what
really, that's what y'all want?
Look what Clan is.
Wait, what did he say?
Party. Hey, y'all better. Hey, go to the next subject.
Next topic. All right, cool. Coming in here. So we talked about the young, famous and African. We got into the
shenanigans of
the
Freaknik.
Freaknik.
Black Beast wasn't. I mean, Black Beast. It was just like it was a lot.
Was that like more so for motorcyclists or whatever?
No, it was Freaknik's like third cousin, I guess. I don't know, girl. I was not.
So here's something I wanted to bring up yesterday. Go ahead, Ron.
No, he said.
No, I said, can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
I can.
Yeah.
This fucking internet.
Who's your provider? Who's your ISP?
Vodacom. I think it's this house, man. I really do.
It's concrete right there where the outer.
We do have a brick wall, a concrete wall.
Concrete.
Well, wait a minute, all the walls are concrete, right? Because that's how it is.
Everything.
Yeah. Let me go downstairs. Let me see if that works.
Yeah,
If you got a bed down there, I'm going to just pass out. I swear. If you stretch out on one more thing, I'm going to pass. I'm going to pass out.
You know it's going to be satin sheets.
Yeah, that's a nice cut too. You got a nice little cut going on, Ronnie. But what was you about to say, Doc?
I watched a movie yesterday called Air, and it's about Michael Jordan and the shoe.
Yeah.
Oh my
right?
God. Good girl. Go ahead. Sorry.
So that's with Matt Damon. What's the other boy name?
Ben Affleck.
Ben Affleck.
Yeah.
And I just found it's two things that I found very interesting. Number one, that they made a story about Michael Jordan and centered white folk. Like Jordan ain't in the movie at all.
You don't even see his face.
You don't even see his face in the movie. No character that plays Jordan. Like he's this, and it was very symbolic of how they can erase black folk out of history. You see what I'm saying? So this movie is about a white man and his push to get the shoe off the ground, and the shoe is about the black man who, you know, if Jordan doesn't put his foot into that shoe, it becomes nothing, right? It is an absolutely waste of time. But he is X'd out of the movie. And secondly, we're sitting in a theater with a whole bunch of South Africans, and actually we went to Hyde Park, so it was like a lot of our white brothers and sisters in there watching this, and I could see, oh, this is how they convinced them. This is the propaganda, right? The movie has Born in the USA and all that playing, and then when the dude, when Matt Damon's character is trying to sell Nike on getting the shoe, he was like, this is an American story, right? It is all of the propaganda there. So if you never been to the US and you watch this movie, yeah, you're gonna get convinced that anything in the world can happen. Jordan got billions of dollars off of this. Anybody can do it, you know, like, so you really see the propaganda of Hollywood. Go ahead, sister. I'm sorry.
Absolutely,
so,
absolutely.
I do want to make a note on that component, though. You got to think about Mike's mom.
Yeah.
His mother, the way that she negotiated every time a Nike Jordan is sold, he gets what? I think he gets 15% of every Jordan for the rest of his life.
But here's my problem with that. I love the story of the mom.
Yeah.
Right? But those of us who grew up in the 80s remember that it was James who was divorced. It was Daddy Jordan, the one who got killed.
Oh.
Now, I don't know about the negotiation, but we know that Daddy Jordan was everywhere. We knew what Daddy Jordan looked like. You understand what I'm saying? And he was there. There was a Daddy Jordan character, but it was almost like he was pushed to the outskirts. It's that erasure of black masculinity that is very concerning when we really examine, just like Hollywood in general, right? Jordan's daddy was the ones that was out at the gate. We knew his face. We mourned when he got killed. Yeah, and I can still see the when they found the car or whatever have you, like that was major news or whatever have you. So I'm not sure if his mom erasure is real. Exactly, they'll say that Jordan was a white man, or you know, or that he wasn't responsible for the fact that what it is.
We definitely saw Jordan's dad face. I guess his mom was more behind the scenes, but she was definitely instrumental in brokering that deal. And that had never been heard of. You see, they didn't want to do that. And I don't even know if LeBron has a deal like that. I have to look. But I know most NBA players are not getting no deal like that. You know what I mean? They giving you, you know, like record labels, slave deals.
360 right? Deals. Yeah, all kinds of
yeah. So
also
and what we need, oh my Lord. Lord have mercy. You got them chips right up on the microphone. Good God Almighty. But anyways, y'all, what's that? I can't stand Ronnie, I swear. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
I'm being distracted right now. But anyway, so what? God doggone it. I lost my train of thought.
Watch me eat chips.
Yeah, that's what it was. You over there throwing down on them doggone chips.
And my brew.
Oh, John Morant. So this is one of those things where they give you these shoe deals, and all it takes is one thing, right? Kanye, his thing with what was it, Adidas, and then John Morant about to drop his shoe, and what they do, they dropped it for real. They got rid of it. They scrubbed his shoe, right? So it's like them deals that I don't think there will ever be another deal as lucrative as the Jordan brand ever again.
Oh no,
ever again.
I mean, you look at LeBron. LeBron is there arguing whether he's the GOAT or not. He ain't nobody going out buying LeBrons. Like, ain't nobody standing in line to get the LeBrons and getting retro LeBrons and nothing like that. No. Jordan became way bigger than basketball ever was. Way bigger.
Jordan is the same shoe in different colors. I was like, oh, look at this retro. Well, what? Isn't this the damn same shoe that came out last year? It's just in a different color.
Just in a different color.
That's why I don't buy them.
Facts. That's hilarious, man. What's up?
What's up, Stace?
Yo, what's up? I heard a little bit of what was going on. Yeah, y'all. Ronnie out here being a slut. I heard that conversation. I heard that about the conversation.
Yeah. Well,
I'm done.
Yeah, I heard that. What's going on, everybody?
Hey,
Picasso, what's up? What's up, Picasso?
I've been here painting here, man.
Oh yeah. I was like, dang, I didn't know you were a painter. That's what
I just noticed that.
What you say?
I didn't realize.
I said I just noticed
was an artist. I saw that video.
Yeah. You ain't see his video when he was outside. You didn't see the video and he was outside doing the painting.
All we needed was some nature sounds in the background.
Like that guy with the Afro.
Bob Ross,
man. Shout out to Bob Reezy.
Right.
What's up, Doc Nicky?
Ain't not much, Stacey. How you doing?
Mind your business.
Oh, snap. Here we go. Here we go. It's about to go down. See, you can't even get a good hello, a good greeting going on before we start in with the war. It's all good though.
You know how it is. Number love.
Yeah, for sure. Somebody said aside. Pierre said aside Evans.
JJ Evans.
That's funny. That's funny.
Yeah. So what's been going on, everybody?
And I'm just talking about young.
I had a bad day today.
Then we got into this Freaknik combo. We just flowing.
Yo, I've been in Freaknik quite a few times.
I knew.
Oh Lord, are you in the documentary? Can we spot you?
Nah. I might have some kids though, but nah, you ain't gonna spot me.
The 6'8" nigga, you know who he is.
Right, you could spot him.
Ronnie, we supposed to be a team, Ronnie. We're supposed to be a team. Spooter.
I'm
about to eat my meal on live, man. I'm hungry as that thing.
Look, listen, let me.
I haven't ate.
I finished my little
just eat some chicken wings or something. Doc,
Ronnie, we going out. Ronnie, we going out tonight?
I'm with it, cub.
Look at that.
My road dog. My road dog. Huh? Nah, not yet. I'm not gonna leave you. I'm not gonna leave you like you believe in me.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. It's about unity on this show.
When we gonna get the vlog? When we gonna get the Ronnie and Stace on the town vlog? What's going on?
Ronnie gonna be around long enough for that.
Hey, no. No.
Hey, yo, Nikki. Hey, Doc. Doc.
I'm about to get
Later
my
on,
burger.
I'll tell you, Doc. I'll tell you later on what happened to me and Ronnie when we went somewhere a couple nights ago. I wasn't ready for it.
Good evening.
See what I'm saying? Good evening. Good evening.
Good evening.
You know what? Real talk though. I could see Ronnie having his own snack line. Snacks.
Like Rick Ross, like rap.
Snacks. Yeah, that's what he's
Yeah.
Not snacks.
Yeah.
gonna have
I
his
can
own
see that too.
snack line.
But I ain't gonna be eating them snacks though.
Oh, well, that's your business.
Yeah, sure you're not.
I ain't eating no Nash snacks.
He his own focus group. Yeah, he gonna
Nikki, I'll tell you what's up later. I'll tell you what's up later, Nikki.
I can't wait to hear about it. I cannot wait. So
hey, tall people lie. Tall people be lying. Just remember that.
So what are y'all? I know I mentioned John Morant, but what are y'all thoughts on that? So everybody that may not know John Morant, up and coming, well loved by young people, basketball player for the Memphis Grizzlies. Young man 2 months ago was suspended 8 games for throwing his gun around on a live stream on social media, right? So the NBA, they suspended him for 8 games. He ended up losing by, I think, $6.5 million, I think, at that time from that one incident alone. Fast forward, maybe a few weeks ago, he ends up same scenario on the live stream, flashing his gun around some song that they were rapping, and he flashed his gun around live streaming again. What's so crazy is during this live stream, it was only 100 people. I think they said 112 people on the live stream at that time. And so his homeboy allegedly did not know that he was behind him with the gun, waving the gun, until like a split second. Like, it's not even a split second. It was like a pinch of a second that it was shown in the video that he had this gun waving around in the background. So my question to y'all is, what do y'all think? I want to leave with this, but what do y'all think should happen with the young man?
I got one word. D-nigga-fy.
Yeah,
that's what we dealing with. We dealing with a young man who went to private school, had his mom and daddy in the house, mom and his dad, and dad still go to his basketball games. And not only is he doing that, he's throwing up Crip signs. He is everything that rap culture produces in Black men today. And I understand it. We are all part of the hip hop generation. We know what the music is like, but he's listening to NBA Youngboy while he's flashing the gun. Okay, the first time you didn't know any better, chill out. Why are you still in the car with these folk that you probably taking care of, giving them all kind of money, it's like you don't even have respect for the power that a firearm wields. You understand what I'm saying? Like, a firearm is not a toy, but we see it on every rap video. They all in the video doing all like, you know how they do. They be shooting with their fingers and all that type of stuff. And he's just a victim of that. So exactly, foolish money should part. Now I think his contract is $200 million.
Yep.
Right. That changes the life of your great grandchildren, right, if handled properly. Now all that is gone because he wants to imitate the stuff that I know. A lot of street cats. The street cats that I know are trying to avoid the street. If you could give them a great out, they would take the out in a minute, right? But the rappers have convinced so many young black folk that you need to be a gangster, you need to be this is how we are supposed to behave. It is a behavior defining genre. And now he is about to lose this money, right? And he doesn't just lose the money, the generations that he could have changed have lost the money. The people that he's even helping, he probably has a team, people around him, they're about to lose out, all because he wants to imitate the thuggery that he sees. Because he didn't live it. That's what I'm saying. He didn't live it. Your mom and daddy had you in private school. You didn't live that. Not that private school means you can't be thugging, but 9 times out of 10, you ain't thugging. And then why are we always trying to be thugging? Why we can't just be regular? I don't get it. So it's a culture. So let him go on, lose his money, and maybe he can be set up as an example for other young NBA players or NFL players or whomever. You say, I don't want to get Morant, or however you say his name. I don't want to end up like him. I want to make sure I keep my money. Whatever. So,
yeah. I don't know if y'all remember this, but some years back they had this thing called Malice in the Palace. Do y'all remember that?
What's that?
That's when Detroit Pistons and I think it was Indiana Pacers got into a fight, and they made examples out. And they made don't get me wrong, it might not have been Indiana, but it definitely was Detroit Pistons. And they made examples out of those guys, suspending them for 70 games and 50 games without pay. I agree with everything Assad said. They're gonna make an example. They're gonna make an example out of Ja. They gave him a slap on the wrist the first time, but only 8 games. This time here, they probably will give him at least half the season without pay. The sneaker line already took his sneakers off the website, so you can't buy his sneakers no more. So they're going to definitely, Assad said they're about to. They're already doing it. They're already affecting his pocket. You know what I'm saying? So they're going to make an example out of that young brother.
Yeah.
Oh, I like that, Khalees. You got NBA money with an NBA young boy mentality. Facts. Big old facts.
So one of the things that people are doing, in their analysis of him, they going straight to the daddy, right? And it was like, you know what? His daddy with him damn near 24/7. But when you see the daddy with him, you don't see a father, you see his homeboy. You don't see the dynamic of a father who is guiding and molding. Yeah, fathers can be friends with their sons. However, if your father is your homeboy, then that relationship dynamic is kind of skewed now, because how much of a mentor, how much of guidance are you really getting from your father when he wants to kick with you and your peeps?
Right? I mean, that's this generation though, man. There's no such thing as grandmas no more. Grandmas are just moms. The moms, remember back when we was growing up, our grandmothers was in their 50s and 60s and 70s. Now they in their damn 30s and 40s. So that whole thing is squashed. His name is T. Morant. He's a homeboy. He's a friend.
He's a friend.
He's not, he has a dad label, but he's a friend.
Yeah, he in the crew kicking it. Shannon Sharp almost lit him up at that game. Uncle Shannon Sharp. Shannon predicted this a long time ago. Shannon Sharp said if Ja Morant don't change his surroundings, he's gonna either lose it all or lose his life.
Yeah.
And he predicted it, and he was coming. He was giving some good, straight up old school wisdom, right? But the first thing people do, young cats now, they see somebody older. It's like, oh, you just old. It's just your generation. We do things different or whatever. Like, they refuse to receive any kind of guidance whatsoever because everything is coming from somebody old. I remember when we were younger, if our elders spoke, whether we agree with them or not, we shut up and we listen, right? Yep. You don't have young cats doing that no more. You don't have it no more. I seen kids do this shooing thing like, oh, gone somewhere. Ain't nobody trying to hear all that. I'm like, God, dog, like,
yeah. And how many How many times have you seen kids in grown-up conversations nowadays? When I was growing up, my mom and dad just had to look at me when I was in a room with a grown-up. I knew to get out that room.
Yeah.
Right.
Times have changed, man. You know, ain't no more big mamas.
And let me tell you what really
Big
changed.
mamas around. There's some big mamas.
Yeah, they got some big mamas, but we ain't got enough black men. Because a lot of us scared to tell these young folks something. We scared to talk to them in a way that they need to be spoken to, right?
Because they'll shoot the shit out of you. That's why.
And that's the truth. But I mean, we have let it get to that point. You know, let me tell you when you get the most attentive audience from a black person, a black young person now, and when they sitting in jail. Oh, I could talk to them about anything. When I I tell you all the time, I worked in the prisons. So when I used to go to the prison, boy, you could talk to them about it. You could talk to them about Greek philosophy. Yeah, you could talk to them about anything once they've been locked up, but it's far too late after that time, right? So we black men got to, number one, first take control of our households. And this is not about patriarchy and controlling women and all that type of stuff. We're talking about actually being an example. You know, we talk about being the head of the household. Being the head of the household is not a privilege; it is a responsibility.
Yes.
Right. We have to go back to being the head of the household. Once we control our households, then we can control our communities. Right. Folks scared of these youngsters, but we got old gangsters too now. You know what I'm saying? We got folk who have the credibility within. For those youngsters who look up and say, "Oh no, I know he's a this, that, and the third." I tell you all the time about my partner Roosevelt. I'm so proud of him because I know who and what he is or what he used to be. As we talk about coming from one stage and evolving into something else, right? Roosevelt is not scared to talk to the people. He's not scared to talk to the youth because the youth know who he is, and they know he's coming from a place of authenticity and sincerity, right? But we gotta get control of our neighborhoods and our communities again, and that starts first by us getting control of our homes. And I say control, and it seems so like when we put it in the context of post Me Too, feminist movement or whatever have you. But what I'm saying is, black men be fathers, black men be husbands, be the type of example and the role models that our children need in the home as well as outside of the home, right? If we do that, we can get our communities back, but we can't be afraid. We can't be afraid of our own people. And on top of that, we know that they might shoot and kill, right? But if you come in with a sincere heart, your people are going to hear you. And then if you're scared, go to church. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, if you're scared, go to church. All that I'm scared, but if you're scared, go to church. That's where you belong. You belong sitting in the front row because you're scared. I'm not afraid of my own people. The point when we are afraid of our people, that we are a lost cause.
Yeah.
Real talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we never had control over rap music. You're seeing a product of what has a real influence over our community. I don't know. I don't know if that's a conspiracy or not, brother, but I do know rap ain't helping us. Whatever it is, it ain't helping us. You know, and Stacey and Ronnie can tell you, I listen to rap. I know that's why I know it better than anybody else. You can't convince me that rap music ain't horrible because I can sing the lyrics word for word with you. I know it's horrible. I know what I'm repeating, man.
Well, we got some conscious brothers now.
Yes.
We got some people that's preaching the good word. But yeah, I think the most popular. But yeah, right. The J. Cole's, the Kendricks, even what some of Jay preaches, even though he comes from the hustling background, he talks about Black unity, empowerment, ownership, Nas. You know, it's a couple of them that you do put out a positive message. For this young generation.
One of my homeboys, Cavalier, like Cav is my homeboy Cavalier. He's one of the most prolific music minds out there. And he's from Brooklyn, and like he will, he'll use, curse words or what have you, but trust and believe. you listen to his music, you're going to learn a lot of things that you never possibly ever thought of. He has a song called Philosopher's Stone, right? On his Chief album that came out back in 2013, no, 2014. And he can go toe to toe with any of these lyricists or these rappers who are getting like selling out stadiums, trust and believe. So I will say at the end of the day, with the hip hop genre in general, period, it's not a monolith. But it's unfortunate that the success that's being shown is stuff that's damaging to our community. So I will always say that about anything in life is nothing is ever going to be a monolith, period.
And not to argue with your sister, I don't think it's a monolith, right? But we don't have to go out and mine, M-I-N-E, the bad rappers. We turn on the radio, they're there. We turn on the TV, they're there. Cavalier, I would have to go and look. Now I got to go to YouTube and find him. You understand what I'm saying? So,
right now.
And then the second part of that, to use an NBA reference, right? NBA players in general are tall. They're 6'3", 6'4", 6'5". Now, if I show you a picture of Muggsy Bogues, y'all remember Muggsy Bogues or Spud Webb?
Yeah.
The 5'6" basketball players. Them Negroes don't represent what basketball players look like. They there. And it's the same for the rappers. It's like we can point to, I think J. Cole is one of the coldest lyricists that we've seen in all of hip hop history. Right? One of the coldest lyricists. Man, some of the stuff that Kendrick Lamar does, I'm not a big old fan of Kendrick Lamar, but I know he's a lyricist. He's nice. I just don't like his style. I like J. Cole's style a little bit better, right? But our baby's not. The truth is, our baby's 15, 16. They ain't going around listening to J. Cole. NBA YoungBoy got their hearts and their minds. Lil Durk got their hearts and minds. King Von got their hearts and minds. You know what I'm saying? Like those are the rappers that they're listening to. Those are the ones who have the most influential rapper of the last 20 years is Lil Wayne. Excuse my mind. People call me back.
And don't forget about Britt Barbie.
Who? By who?
Britt Barbie. You know, oh girl. P-I-P-N. Y'all don't remember? Y'all don't know Britt Barbie?
No. What the hell's that? I only know
it's the coldest white girl in the game. She came up with only a hook, and everybody that's streamed millions and millions of times on TikTok, and she done made a buku money on huh?
I know bad.
I heard that. Yeah, I heard that. Yeah,
I know.
It's like a TikTok. Yeah. But watch this. Okay. Okay. This is the Cavalier Chief album. All right.
Did you put?
So when we look at female rappers, right? Earlier today, Doc mentioned
Queen Latifah.
UNITY by Queen Latifah, right? I remember in 98, 99 when Lauryn Hill dropped The Miseducation, which was classified as a hip hop album because she rapped on there, but she sang, she did all kind of stuff. I mean, like, where are the Queen Latifahs, right? The Lauryn Hills, the last 5 or 6 rappers, Glorilla, Lotto, Cardi B, Coy Leray, whatever her name is, all of these new style female rappers, ain't none of them dropping no where the Lauryn Hill type at? You know what I'm saying? Like,
we got Rhapsody.
And again,
there you
Rhapsody,
go, Rhapsody.
Yeah.
Rhapsody. That's the Lauryn Hill, Rhapsody.
But she ain't mainstream.
She ain't made it. What I'm saying is like we would have to go out and find who, and we all know who Rhapsody is because she's been out for years. But we got to go out and find these rappers. But I don't have to find Lotto. I was on World Star Hip Hop and they debuted her new song. You know what I'm saying? And pulling out the package because I'm acting brand new and all whatever she's saying. It's just like we don't. She got views.
Oh, and Ice Spice.
Yeah.
Yeah. So to your point, do you think that the system, like the labels, the media pushing that out to us, and then we have less access or less visibility to the ones that are positive, or we are demanding that that's what we want and people don't care about the positivity? Which one is it? Like, I would assume that, you know, if we're getting a conspiracy theory bag, that we're being fed certain things, images through media, through social media, through the music, for what they want us to think as a form of, you can call it brainwashing, you can call it influence. You know, that's the influencer, the word that is tossed out. It's like society is being influenced. Which one is it? Do you think, you know, us, it's our responsibility to seek that?
I don't think. No, go ahead, brother.
Oh, go ahead, Doc. And because I got all kind of opinions on this, but go ahead, Doc.
I think we have this unhealthy relationship with accountability. I think we find ways to push blame onto some other entity because there's no way that we're doing this to ourselves. There's just no way, right? We're walking sponges and it's just what everybody else is doing to us and we just perpetuate it. No, we're creating the music, we're creating the demand, we're eating it up, and then we can't even say that it's the radio because at the end of the day, a lot of these artists are independent, have independent labels. They create their own stuff. They put their own stuff out. They be a lot of this underground stuff. What's that? Stream Cloud, SoundCloud.
Yeah,
Where a lot of these artists they created their stuff at home, put it on SoundCloud, and that's how they blew up. So there goes that narrative of it's the radio, it's the industry. No, it's us. We create the demand, the need, and the product. So I think we need to start re-examining who we are, what our values are, and then just be real about what it is. At the end of the day, Cardi B today, I guarantee you, is going to be a different Cardi B 10 years from now, but she'll never be able to undo the seeds and stuff that she planted for today.
Right.
She'll never be able to undo that. You know, so we have to start paying attention to is this dollar, and then we have to look at the background of a lot of these people too. You know, we talk about Cardi B, but we also talk about a young woman who felt like her only means to an end was to strip and semi prostitute. You know what I'm saying? To survive, right? Growing up in an environment where she felt like she had no other choice, but there are choices, right?
Yeah.
We want quick fix. I need that instant gratification. I need something right now because I don't want to do the struggle. So and mentally, I think we became very lazy. But we're definitely culturally we're lacking accountability across the board.
Big old facts. Let me piggyback on that. We got to go back into the history of hip hop, right? I'll start locally in my city. Cash Money Records, right? Lil Wayne, all them people that they produced. Cash Money Records, when they were a local independent company, they had no major backing, no they're not sound party, sound whomever. They had no major backing. They were selling 300,000 units, like basically out of the trunk, and like literally going to record stores and dropping off records. The biggest hit when they were selling 300,000 before they had this deal with Universal, the name of the album was Chopper City. and the whole album was talking about the AK-47 and selling drugs, right? So who was the white man that was forcing them to write those lyrics, right? As Doc Nicky mentioned, they come to the radio station, to the record label with a notebook full of death hooks, right?
I'll be right
a
back,
notebook
man. It's
full
my
of
daughter.
murder and death and drug dealing and killing and all that already written down. Now, the history says when we look at people like C. Dolores Tucker, y'all remember C. Dolores Tucker?
Yeah, she
right?
burned Tupac CDs.
She was running over the CDs, and well, it wasn't just Tupac, it was a whole bunch of gangster rappers. C. Dolores Tucker was brilliant. She was a brilliant woman. This woman worked for the Congress of I think, the Organization of National Negro Women or something like that, something like that. She had marched with Dr. King, right? This was our mama telling us this music that you're making is destructive. This music that you're making is misogynistic. We don't need this. We don't. She even said we don't need our children calling us bitches and hoes. And we allowed Tupac to say, "See, Dolores Tucker, you a motherfucker. Instead of trying to help a nigga, you destroy a brother." We had Jay-Z saying, "I don't care if you see Dolores Tucker or Bill O'Reilly, you're only riling me up." We had Eminem. We allowed a white boy to come in our community and disrespect our mama when she's telling us right from wrong. Okay. Y'all got that WhatsApp?
Yeah.
So, to disrespect our mama. So when C. Dolores Tucker did, she said, okay, she became a shareholder in Priority Records, right? And Warner Brother Records. So then she told Warner Brother, we can't put this music out. So Warner Brother dropped Death Row. Go back and look at this was 91. Warner Brothers dropped Death Row. That's when they said, Jay-Z got a line, praying my people bailed out like Time Warner. That's on his Reasonable Doubt album, came out in 1996, right? He was like, praying my people bailed out like Time Warner, because Time Warner bailed on Death Row. And then it was Viacom that picked them up and then started to distribute, Doggy Style, all this gangster music. Puffy, go back and read about Puffy and look at his documentary, Bad Boy for Life. When Puffy brought his music to brought Notorious Big's album, Ready to Die, to MCA and to Arista, he got fired. They said, man, we're not putting this out. Y'all remember Andre Harrell fired Puffy?
Yeah.
Said, we're not putting this out. This man is talking about my nigga gotta kidnap kids, fuck them in their ass, throw them over the bridge. Huh? Biggie talking about when I die, fucking I want to go to hell. We're not putting that out. Puffy pushed the issue. So stop blaming white folk. It was our own black record executives like Puffy, like Brian Williams from Cash Money, like Master P. Who was making Master P make that music?
Oh, Master P is son.
Right? Who was making him make the music? That's what I'm saying. Like, we want now. White folks saw it and they saw opportunity. Said, okay, if these niggas want to rap about killing themselves, we gonna do it. Here's the thing. My thing with rap music, I know the rap music. I know that. I was listening to Lil Durk earlier today. All my life. He got a new little jam with J. Cole.
Oh, yeah, with J. Cole.
Yeah, go listen to this nice little jam. But I do know this, that if black folk rapped about killing dogs, Jews, or people, like we rapped about killing each other, rap would be bad tomorrow.
Man, gone.
Kanye said that. He was talking about when, as soon as he want to talk about using something that's a problem, right? He could say, the N-word 50 times and talking about killing each other. Okay.
It's good. It's all good. And I'm just saying, like, can we name another group of people that created a genre of music that talks about destroying them?
A little bit of rock and roll with the drugs and they do it. They have their own form of drug culture, even within pop. But I guess it's not.
What? Say what? Say what?
Yeah, white
say
talking
what?
about heavy drugs.
They self-inflicted versus destroying a community. That's two different things. You have you have white folks talking about sex, drugs, and rock and roll, having fun, having a good time, right? But you will not find one song that I would give you 30 rings. You would not find one song where you have a white person that's singing rock and roll or whatever that's talking about killing somebody that stepped on their shoes, killing or raping a woman because they can. You won't. It's the messaging. It's the messaging. So yeah, white folks wilding.
Oh, you must have heard that devil music then. Huh?
What are you talking about? Grunge metal? You talking about grunge rock?
Not just that. Within pop culture, there is. I mean, maybe that's more self-destructive, but there is.
It's self-destructive.
Yeah. There's drug culture. We have an opioid epidemic. That's something that is promoted. No, when it started,
that dark.
Ronnie, you breaking up crazy right now. You're in the Matrix. Can y'all hear him?
No, but Ronnie, if you can hear me, y'all need to bring back R&B. Bring back R&B so we can offset this mess.
That is a fact. The R&B used to be more about love.
Man, a lot of love.
You know, the Trey songs or the Chris more about, I want to F you.
Right.
It went from I want to F you.
Well, no, you had that music back then too. It was just because if you, go ahead.
No, I was just saying if y'all can hear me now.
Yeah. Did you hear the question?
Bring back R&B?
Yeah.
I'm trying to, but I'm a one-man army. I can't do it by myself,
I do a collab album with you, Ronnie. Let's do it.
Let's get it out here.
Yeah.
But but yeah, I
go ahead, brother. I'm sorry.
I hear both your points, Dr. Asad and Dr. Nikki. Definitely there's some accountability that we have to take. And that's something that I think is not really instilled in the newer generation. Because I come from Baltimore. I could have been, I grew up watching all kinds of things, and I have a lot of family and friends that was in the streets, and I could have did that, but there was a choice that I made and accountability that was instilled in me to be myself, to be an individual, to not be a follower, to not be easily influenced or fall under peer pressure just because this is the quote unquote norm, right?
Did you have your father, Khalees?
I didn't. That's the funny thing. In recent years since my mother passed, and we've gotten closer and we talk on a regular basis. I had two uncles, one of which was a businessman, and then the other one was from the street, but then he turned businessman, right? And I, some things that I saw that, I'll admit there was times where I was like, oh man, I want to do that too. I want to be like that too. It's cool, the flash and, the power and the respect you get in the community. But, even them, my uncle told me he actually, he was Nation and then he switched to Sunni. He changed his whole life around. So he's similar to the friend you always tell us about, Assad. Yeah. And he told me, he was like, if I catch you on the corner, I'm gonna beat your ass. Like he was like, yo, like I don't ever want to see you. So even my cousins that was in the street, they would tell me they still encouraged me to do something different. So I was blessed to have people that was from that, but they knew that it was something bigger, right? And they talk to me now, even I want to come to South Africa, whatever, you know what I mean? So it's cool how that turned out. But some people, not everybody's blessed with that. Yeah. Not everybody has that vision. And I think that is something that we have to take a look at ourselves, because nobody's making us do, these things. Is there, I definitely believe that there is an agenda, but even within that, how you beat it is having your own mind.
Facts. Here's the way I look at it, because people will say, well, they're giving these young brothers millions of dollars to make these rap songs. And I'm like, so yeah, the rap music destroys the black community and you giving them millions of dollars. What makes them any different than the people who informed on the nation, who informed on the Black Panther Party, Judas and the Black Messiah? What makes them taking a check for making music that is destructive than the sellout brothers that we be like, man, oh, he sold out Fred Hampton. Oh man, them brothers, the brother who killed Brother Malcolm. Oh, he sold out. What makes them any different? They just sellouts. They taking the check to destroy us.
Yeah.
And we have, and matter of fact, they even worse because we bounce to it. While our whole community is being destroyed, man. Yeah. Nah, man. I listen to rap because I think there's a lot of information there. If you want to know what the youth are thinking, go listen to their favorite rapper. Yeah.
So then that makes me wonder this thing then, because a lot of the information we gather is visually and what we listen to in the music and stuff like that. My question to y'all, everybody, I want y'all to answer this is, do you think South Africa will end up turning into Black America?
I mean, they are heavily influenced by Black American culture.
But not by rap like that.
Yeah,
I've been a lot of places here. I've been a lot of places. Y'all know I club hop. You know what I'm saying? They in tune to our rap, yeah, they is. But like a heavy influence is R&B, hands down.
Yeah.
Hands down. And it's mostly old school R&B. Yeah, they influenced by but it's more of the old school rap. You know what I'm saying? I haven't been to no young people club, but I'm a piano is huge here. I'm a piano in that what's that other one?
Afrobeats.
Afrobeats. That's huge here. That's huge here. So I don't think they'll allow that to overtake what they naturally done developed here themselves.
I think
because one thing I love about South Africans, they are very, very, very proud people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Right.
So that's just my.
I think they may be influenced by the aesthetic, the way we dress, and you see them with the goals or whatever have you. But when you listen to South African hip hop, the self-destructive violence is not there. The biggest rapper, God bless the dead, who just died, AKA, you don't have no shooting and killing on his album.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And keep in mind, Joburg is a city with the hood and everything, but that's not what he's rapping about. Casper, he's not rapping about shooting up people and killing people. So, and if you look at Casper, got one video, I'm Good For It. He got a song called I'm Good For That or something like that. And if you look at the video, it looks like an old Dipset video. They even doing the little leg dances. They got the Scully thing with the bandana hanging off of it, and the aesthetic of hip hop, Black African American rap music is there. But he ain't talking about killing nobody. He talking about his money. He talking about the women and all of that type of stuff. But he not like, we got big old gats and we'll shoot up your block. It's just so the content is a little bit different.
Yeah. Even when they were beefing, because Casper and AK were beefing, it wasn't like I'm gonna kill you. It was more like about the rap. It was like a battle, lyrics. Right. So that's why it was so surprising when AKA passed. Because you don't see that with many rappers. I guess within the last year or so, DJ Somebody got hit up, and AKA and R5, and it's a couple of them, but that wasn't something that, if you look at the overall history of South African hip hop, you don't see that, and I don't
And
see
then it's not rap related. Like when King Von gets killed, it's rap related. You see what I'm saying? P&B Rock, not so much. That was street related. But that's the problem, man. Why you in the music business still trying to be in the streets? You know, like you gotten this opportunity to make some money, couple of $1 million, just making music. Why are you still trying to prove to me that you're a gangster? All the gangsters I know ain't never had to prove to me that they was gangsters. We just knew. You understand what I'm saying? They ain't gotta make a rap song about it. I know you a gangster because I've seen or heard. I've never heard you say it, but I've heard everybody around me say that you a gangster and the stuff that you do. Why we gotta, you know what I'm saying? Why are these rappers still trying to live a street life? And then watch this. Where do R&B singers come from? Don't they come from the same communities that rappers come from? All these artists, jazz musicians come from the same community that the rappers come from. Why are we don't hear jazz musicians making jazz songs called "I Shot Up Your Block"? Why is it not accepted in the jazz genre? Why is it not accepted in the R&B genre? Rap is the only genre where violence and niggardry is not only accepted, it's expected. That's what you have to do to be a rapper, for the most part. Let's just say 90% of it, right? Because I don't know. I grew up on a different level of rap. I grew up on rap where, you know, we were all in the same gang and you headed for self-destruction and all of that. Even my favorite rapper is Pimp C from Texas. Shout out to UGK. But they made songs like, they talked about selling drugs, but then he had a song like "One Day You're Here, Baby," and then you go. I mean, if that don't hit you, well, niggas say, man, my brother been in the pen for damn near 10, but now it look like when he come out, man, I'm going in. So shit, I walk around with my mind blown in my own effing zone, because one day you here, baby, the next day you're gone. Man, Pimp C, man, my boy Bobo just lost his baby in a house fire. And when I got on my knees that night to pray, I asked God, why you let these killers live and take my homeboy's son away? Huh? Man, you hear songs like that. Yeah, that bring a little gravity to you. You be like, oh, okay, this is the other side of the dope game. This is the other side of the streets that no one talks about. You don't glorify going to jail. Man, 50 Cent said there's wet pillows in prison because niggas cry in the dark. Because if they did in the day, niggas would test their heart. I used to work, I'll tell y'all this again. I worked in the prisons. Say, man, all the hard niggas, they not there. They ain't nobody hard when you laying in that bunk thinking about 30 years that you facing. And guess what? After about the first 3, all your family stopped visiting you. Them people ain't coming to see you. They done moved on with their life. Your daughter that love you so much, and oh, daddy this, daddy that, she done got married, she had a boyfriend, so she can't come up this Sunday because he taking her out, right? Your baby mama that you had, who claims she love you so much, and this, that, and the third, and she a ride or die chick, she with your homeboy now. You know what I'm saying? She gone. Your mama be the only one. Mama the only one that's still coming to see you after 20 years, right? That's it. Man, all that shit crazy, man. I don't know.
That's crazy.
They don't never make a rap song about getting raped in prison. Because that's what happened when you go to prison. We know that they talk about, I did all this time in jail. You'll never make a rap song about getting raped. And on every tier, federally mandated, on every tier in every prison, they have a number for you to call for sexual assault. That's how much raping is going on in jail. Why we ain't heard the rap rape song about getting raped in prison? Keeping it real with me. Keep it real with me. Tell me how that boy bent you over. I guess that's too real. I guess that's too real. Yeah, I don't know.
It's one of the main reasons why I decided to not have the life that sends me to prison, because I want to have a say over what happens to my bootay.
I feel it.
Yeah, I want to have a say over that. But
should look like a
Huh?
I said that shit look like it hurt.
I can't.
What is wrong?
I mean, I don't want no parts.
I can't. But Pierre been hitting on some real stuff in the comment sections and stuff.
Yep, shout out to Pierre.
I missed it.
I starred a couple of his too. So look, we at 1 hour and 30 something minutes. I don't know if we're gonna do what we sometimes do after this. So y'all can let me know in the chat. But I figure we get to wrapping it up.
Cool.
Something.
I'm going. I think we should be doing what we usually do.
Okay.
So, do we need to send out a whatchamacallit?
Yeah,
It's already
oh,
been
she
shared.
already got it in
It's been
there.
shared this morning.
Okay, I turned my phone off because I was getting phone calls. All right, cool.
So,
All right.
real quick before we leave, I want to everybody, all the viewers, thank you for watching and everything. We greatly appreciate you taking this time because you didn't have to. Second of all, my organization, RP Global, is going to host a forum with African Americans and South Africans. We're going to address mental health issues within our communities and stuff like that. And Doc, I'm already going to hit you up. I need you on that forum, brother. But yeah, so we're gonna talk about some real stuff, and I look forward to having that up on YouTube as well.
There you go, old facts. Family is always a pleasure.
For sure. Much pleasure.
Peace.
Much love to all of you. Brother Saad, Doc Nikki, Ronnie in the building. Shout out to Stace. At the road. Thank you for everybody that came through. Y'all are amazing. Shout out to Clantis. Hey, Clantis got a podcast, y'all. And
Yeah, go on, Clantis.
What's up with that? So I'm happy with him and his journey. I definitely watched at least 2 of the first episodes, and follow Clantis. He's family, and he's been rocking up with us since day one. So yeah, Zoe.
Thanks so much for coming.
What the hell? See what I'm saying?
Oh, this guy.
I know y'all heard that big old growl that just happened on this stream. Ronnie burping all in the dang on mic.
What happened? That was an accident. You know how acid just rise. You know what I'm saying? I tried to hold it, but it hurt it.
I'm done.
You need to sleep elevated. Good. All right, y'all.
All right, y'all.
Bye.
Peace.
Peace as always. Bye.